Hey explorers, today we are venturing into a frozen wonderland on Lake Superior. We will trek through deep snow and explore stunning ice formations along the lake. Plus, we will discover a hidden ice cave and step inside to experience a breathtaking icy world. And you are invited to join. Gros Cap is just a 40-minute drive from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, offering a stunning mix of water, rock formations, and dense forests. With several trails to explore, we'll be following one that leads us deep into this winter wonderland. But first, let's step onto the lake and explore its incredible ice formations. Along the shore, we'll find frozen waves and shattered ice, creating a rugged yet mesmerizing landscape. The ice is so clear, well, as clear as ice can be, with a delicate, beautiful blue hue. The ice can be tricky to navigate with plenty of slippery sections. You have to step carefully, especially on the crushed ice, where hidden gaps between chunks are covered by snow. One wrong step and your foot could get caught. So caution is a key to staying safe out there. That's why I felt like a penguin waddling awkwardly across the ice while trying to take in all this frozen beauty. Snowshoes are highly recommended for exploring places like these. They give you better traction on the ice and make your hike much safer. And if you'd rather go with experienced guides, there are well-organized ice tours led by Forest the Canoe and Thrive Tours. These professionals know the area well and ensure a safe and unforgettable winter adventure. I will leave links to their websites and social pages below in the description, so you can check out their tours and see what they have to offer. This place feels absolutely surreal, almost like I have stepped onto the Arctic. The endless expanse of snow-covered ice stretches as far as the eye can see, creating a breathtaking open landscape. And with the icy wind howling across the lake, there is no standing still. You have to keep moving to stay warm. Now let's escape the freezing wind and head onto the trail that winds up the rocky terrain. Instead of a steep climb, we are taking a path that curves around the left side of the rock. This way, we get a stunning view of the frozen lake while staying sheltered from the icy gusts. There is something magical about the way the snow muffles all sound, creating a peaceful silence that feels almost otherworldly. The crisp air fills your lungs, refreshing yet biting, reminding you that the nature is both beautiful and powerful. While it's easy to get lost in the breathtaking views, it's just as important to watch your step. Some sections of the trail can be tricky, with steep drop-offs and icy patches that make footing unpredictable. A single misstep could send you too close to the edge, so staying aware of your surroundings is key to a safe and enjoyable hike. We follow the trail, and just beyond a few fallen trees, we stumble upon a small open space near the water's edge. To our surprise, everything was covered in ice, glistening and untouched. And in such moments, surrounded by ice and rocks, you can't help but feel both small and incredibly alive. And then we made an incredible discovery, an ice cave hidden in the plain sight. I was absolutely amazed by the way the ice had formed over the rocks. It was lake water frozen in motion, like cascading waterfalls turned to glass. The shapes, the texture, the sheer beauty of it all left me speechless. It felt magical, otherworldly. I just kept thinking, wow, wow, wow. I thought I had seen it all, but that was before I looked inside the ice cave. In that moment, I realized the real magic was just beginning. But first, I had to squeeze through the narrow entrance of the cave, an almost surreal experience. For a moment, I felt like an astronaut stepping into the unknown, venturing into a world completely different from the one outside.
So, Космонавт пошел в открытый космос.
Але там виходу нема.
Нема виходу?
Ні. Але які круті сосулі.
Все, ти там жити будеш?
Ні. Блін, прикольно.
Аккуратно голову, не дзьобнися в сосульку.
Ні. Не впаде. And just when I thought that this adventure couldn't get any more thrilling, my husband decided to show his love and support in the most hilarious way by starting to block the only exit with snow. Trapped inside the ice cave, I couldn't help but laugh and maybe panic just a little bit. But to be honest, I wouldn't have minded staying in that cave a little longer. It felt completely unreal. The silence inside was almost overwhelming. You could hear your own heartbeat, your thoughts, even the tiniest sounds you made. In a world filled with so much noise and heartbreaking news, finding a place where you can feel safe and free from distractions, it's just priceless. Now it is time to get back to the trail and see what other wonders this beautiful place has in store for us. I have to admit, I don't exactly feel graceful walking through the deep snow, so if I look a little funny from the side, well, just know I'm doing my best out here. My husband definitely handles these obstacles with a lot more ease than I do. Just a 5-minute walk from the ice cave, we stumbled upon an incredible lookout over the lake. The rocks were coated with shimmering ice, and in the distance, a frozen waterfall clung to the face of the cliff, an absolute masterpiece of nature. This breathtaking spot will be the final destination of our hike today. Now it's time for a short uphill climb to reach the top of this rocky section. From up here, the view of the lake is absolutely stunning. We even spotted something in the distance, maybe a lighthouse? We were not quite sure, so if you know what it is, let us know in the comments below. Before continuing our hike, we made a strategic and delicious decision to brew a fresh cup of coffee right here. It has become a little tradition of ours to bring the jet boil and enjoy a warm coffee on every hike. There is just something special about sipping a hot drink surrounded by snowy wilderness. If you love coffee as much as we do, just hit that subscribe button and give your priceless like to this video. From this clip, it's pretty obvious who was more excited about the coffee. Me. I was literally running around, counting the seconds until it brewed, while Artem stood calmly like it was no big deal. As always, we paired our fresh coffee with sweet treats, this time a cinnamon bun and a donut. It's our little hiking ritual, and honestly, nothing tastes better than coffee and pastries in the great outdoors. Of course, we made sure to pack out all our garbage, leaving the spot clean and untouched. With fresh energy and warm coffee in our vines, we continued our hike up towards the cliffs. Along the way, we noticed ski tracks going downhill and couldn't help but wonder how someone managed to hold their skis all the way up there. The trail was incredibly picturesque, with open spots offering stunning views of the lake. And what truly stood out was the sheer amount of snow.
Тут на лижах їхали. Теж, бо он палки, сліди палок і широка така колія.
Everything was buried deep in snow. The rocks looked like they were wearing snowy hats, and the trail itself felt like a winding little labyrinth. In some places, the snowbanks beside us rose about knee height, making the hike feel like a real winter adventure. From time to time, we spotted tracks, some big, some small, left by animals wandering through the snow. But since we are not exactly expert trackers, we could only guess what they were. At one point, we even joked that we might have found the legendary snow snake tracks. You can catch that funny moment in my video, Packing Fat Bike Trails. The link will be in the description. There was so much snow that my husband, who is pretty tall, kept disappearing from view every time the trail curved around a corner. As for me, the path was a bit rough and dropped off suddenly in places, so I ended up sliding down the snowy sections on my boots. And honestly, it was pure joy. I felt like a kid again, laughing all the way down.
Вау!
And here we are at the top of the rock. The views are absolutely breathtaking. From up here, we can see the vast stretch of Lake Superior and St. Mary's River. A few people were out exploring the frozen lake below, looking tiny from this height. I couldn't resist checking how deep the snow was. It was really deep. Meanwhile, my husband dove into his favorite topic, bikes, and all the latest innovations in the world of cycling.
У велосипедах є електронні системи підвісок, котрі адаптуються до поверхні і всього. Вони автоматично локають.
But I will give you a few minutes to soak in these breathtaking views without any talks. After savoring our time at the top, it's time to head back. The downhill journey is much quicker. We actually made it down twice as fast as we climbed up. This time, we are not retracing our steps. We'll be heading straight to the parking lot for a swift descent back to our vehicle. I don't even know how it's possible, but we stumbled upon a stream of running water hidden beneath the snow. It was such a surprising and beautiful reminder that spring, yes, even here, will come eventually. And before heading home, we took one last walk along the lake, exploring more of the magical ice formations and soaking in the beauty of this place, trying to hold on to every detail before we say goodbye. I have to say, this is our third winter in Northern Ontario and by far the best one yet. I have tried so many new activities like snowmobiling, fat biking and even grooming trails. Honestly, we have never seen this much snow in our lives. I'm so excited to share the magic of this winter with you through the videos I've recorded. I'll leave the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and I will see you in the next adventure.